Hi everyone, it's Rachel here with Roxy's Weekly Challenge, and I am attempting to do this video. It's the same day as last week's video, if that's confusing enough for you. I literally just made these, and I'm going to put one in what I'm making. I'm trying to get this done because I need to go and pack and get organised to go away, and I didn't want to miss my Roxy's Weekly Challenge. So the challenge is I'm going to make a super fast travel journal to take away with me. Can we do it? Can we make a really quick one? It will be one signature. I'm going to use this Wormholey book. The spine is not bad at all, really. I think I'll keep it. I'm not going to go over the top with it, so I probably don't need to make a bigger spine, and I would just cut that off. I was thinking about doing a soft spine, but I don't think I need to do that. I'll take that page off. I mean, it's pretty gross. Let's just get a little bit of the book poo-poo out of it. And I mean, I'm just going to cover all of that up. I'm not worried about that. So, got my cover. I pulled these out of my book page. You know, my pouch that we've looked at before, and I put things in there to put in journals. I'm going to show you those in a second because I forgot in my last video. I pulled out some of my worst paper because I love it, and there are those out there who buy my stuff and don't appreciate it, but we won't talk about those people. They know who they are. I do use all the stuff that I sell. Let's just say that, and you know it. So, and you know, this one here, it's damaged. Got a bit of watermarking there. This is not so bad. I've just pulled out a variety of papers that I think I might like to include. Look at that. I might like to include in my journal because I like the crunchy, crumbly bits. That's not so bad. I put in some good stuff as well. But I do like my old pieces of paper. That I'm going to take that off there. But the rest of it is perfectly fine. And you know, that might come off, but I'm going to keep most of it. So let's work on the cover. I may not stitch the signature in, you've seen that before, but let's just get the idea rolling, and then you just see how quickly it can come together. But before I start, I wish I had these ready. I meant to show you in the last video, and I forgot. I was a bit teary because of our news today, which I'm super excited about. It's not sad tears, it's happy tears. I think it's just all that worry and stress has just come up to the surface, and now it has released, and maybe I'll start to feel better. So this is my Italian emblems printed on the linen, and it's just one of they're more sort of like a more backgroundy sort of page. In the Italian emblems fabric packs, there's the Italian ladies. You get 2 of those, 2 of these, and 2 sort of plainer background. They were the backgrounds from the Italian ladies. And I just really wanted to have a play with them because instantly you think, oh, I want the fabric with the flowers and the birds and the this and the that on them. And that's good, and I love those as well. But those fabrics too, you're kind of like told what to do with them, in the sense that there's a flower there. Okay, I can thread paint that flower. I might have a little gap here. There's a little gap. I can put a little bit of lace. But you're more limited in what you can do on those pages because there's so many pretty things on them already. And so I wanted to just have a little play with these background pages, because there's so much scope for putting so many things on there, because they are really background pages. Like, I want to keep that, and I love that. That's like one of my most favorite things. Thank you, Steffi, for designing that. And I love these bits too, but like that sort of repeats and goes up there, so I can put some things on there. And all I've done on this one, because they're A4 size, I want them to be a bit bigger, because I might have a gross book. This is not the prettiest book, but I might have a really gross, oh, I stabbed myself, and I might want to wrap it around and make a journal cover with it. You could easily make these into a pouch. I mean, I think, you know, they could even become like a sideways pouch. You know, you could put a zipper up there. Oh, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Or you could do a wraparound sort of one. Like, I would rearrange where I put things and have it open sideways, sort of like that, rather than just horizontal. But I'm going to take these away with me and work on them. I really did stab myself. And I just wanted to have a play with those. And then I did this. Oh no, I wanted to talk to you about my background. So this one, I've just put it on a piece of hemp. It's a bit of a whitish sort of hemp. I usually like the darker ones. I need to put a few more pins in here. It keeps flying around. What I did with this one is I just had a piece of my script fabric, and then I put a piece of hemp there, bit of script there, and a bit of ticking, and I've just tacked it in place. And I'll just show you here what it looks like. See, it's just tacked in place so it doesn't move. And once all the stitching goes on there, it won't stop. And I quite often do backgrounds like that, not one big piece, but I might like the collagey look like on this one. And I'm going to move that over because I want to see some of that, I think. Yeah, so I've done a collagey sort of background to make that bigger. And then I'll put that over there. And then on this one, I've just put it on, onto the hemp piece. And it's a looser weave. It's not too bad to stitch through. And then I've just put a few bits and pieces here and there. And there'll be some stitching and things happening around here as well. But I keep the little bits and pieces that I want to see. And then in the gaps, I sort of add bits and pieces as well to add more interest. And that's not to say I won't add more, but I like to stitch it all down first and then have a look at it and then come back to it. So I just want to show you those quickly because I forgot last time. So you'll have to have waited a week to see that. Now let's have a look at this. I don't know what I want to do on here. First of all, I think I'm going to put some tape in there. Do I even have any tape in here? I think I took it away. I don't have any tape. Okay, well, I'm just going to glue fabric. We'll just glue fabric in there then. That's all right. We don't need to have tape. This is pretty good. So what I might do is just clean it up a little bit. Trim. And the fabric will hold it together. Now, I don't know if I'll cover up the spine or not. I haven't decided. It depends what I decide to put on the cover. Just want to take off a few loose bits here and there. I don't do perfect books. It's just not me. If I think I have to try and be perfect and all neat and tidy, it just kills the joy for me. It's just a killjoy. So I can do a little wet one wipe here. It's really just a token wet one wipe. Okay, get off a bit of surface grime. And I'm going to find a piece of fabric. You might find me quite disorganized. That's because I am. I don't deny it. And that could do. So I'm going to grab my scissors. Or will I put it that way? I could put it that way. Let's do that. But I'm not going to glue it on yet. I'll tell you why. Because... oh no, let me think about this. Yeah, I'm going to just stitch right into it. I'm not going to do any hidden spines or anything. It's meant to be it's a quick journal. It's a quickie. I'm doing a quickie. Not in the quickie sense of the word, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to cut the borders off. Now I might not bother cutting the borders off if I was stitching this and adding things to it. So that's going to glue right there. I'm going to like that. That's just going to make me happy there. Okay, and then I need to put something here and here. So, well, what do I have? I don't have many. I do have this, but that's the wrong way. Does it matter if I put it sideways? I quite like that. Oh, and it fits perfectly. I'm going to put that on sideways. There's a decision for you. Put it on sideways. Because I haven't used a piece of that paper before. It's really, really very pretty. And it makes me happy. Got to make sure you get the glue everywhere because this is going on the inside cover. See, all of that ickiness gets covered. Oh, I need to slide this up. And I may not work in it at all. I always do this. I make one in the last minute, and then I'll start working in it, and I'll even record things in my device so that I don't forget. And then do you think I get there and ever finish it off? Nope. Now we do have bits of scrappy paper here that are very good for collaging. Yeah, I might put that there, so I'll just take that bit off. I'm quite happy to tear it. It's just for me, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, the more imperfect, the happier I am. Okay. Okay, so that's good. That's going to go there. And it might not be, you know, the 100% bestest cover I've ever done, journal thing I've ever done, because I'm not taking my time with it. I'm doing it quickly. But you know, sometimes they're the ones you have the most fun with. Just trying to find, I was going to put a piece of rag paper, but you know what else I could use? I'm thinking I'm going to take one of these tags. I was thinking, look at that. I think that one will go the best. And that one was the one that I thought of for this journal. And let's see, in my mess over here, I need to get to my letters, which are just here. And I want one that I can glue there. Oh, that's going to be lovely. That one, or how will that one fit? Not very well. Oh, not too bad. Which do I prefer? I think I prefer that one. Let's do that one. So this is what you call a whiz bang of a journal. Okay, so what I need to do is go here. Does this pen even work? Mark it there, and trim. I think that's going to make my life easier. Actually, I might trim it there. Okay, and then I'll trim some off here. And don't forget, I'm putting my fabric on, so it actually doesn't matter how wide it is, because the fabric's going to cover it. I wasn't planning on taking a whole lot of supplies though with me, so because I want to do more stitching, so I'm not quite sure. I could just put together maybe a little pouch of a few things and then really just do it when I come back. Oh, terrible. Okay, it's not straight, but it doesn't matter. It didn't print straight on the paper, I could see that. So, really have very little hope of putting it on straight. Okay, so now I'm going to get my PVA glue. I'm going to grab my fabric. Now, I did see I had a little bit there that I wanted to snip off because I didn't like that. That little bit there. Snip. So that's a very quick inside, isn't it? And we're going to smoosh this on. Now I put my piece of fabric there, and that, that gives me how wide I need to put my glue. And here, I've had a paracetamol, so there, I had a headache, it's gone now. That's good. I will spread this glue around because this is linen and it will ooze through it. So I don't want big chunks of glue. Blobs, I should say. Okay. And the nice thing about a PVA or Vinaville glue, it's the same thing, is they generally are non-toxic. The one I'm using is like school grade. But it glues everything. It's very good. It just takes longer to dry than Fabri-Tac. Grab a wet one. Okay. Right. So. My goodness, I'm starting to feel like, why have I not packed yet? Okay, so that's my inside. Let's have a look at the outside. I wish I had. I don't think I have any French Chateau in here at the moment. Fabrics. Oh, I'm in such a mess. This is going to have to be tidied up when I come back. I do have all my linens though, but I'd like to put some stitching on those. This is one of my favorite bits, this bit here. I think a piece of that would be beautiful. I think I'm going to do it. I haven't used this yet. I'm itching to use it. I'm going to make a quilt for Lulu. And a lot of this fabric is going in it. I think that is gorgeous. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? And I love it with the colour of this. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, don't you love it when things just happen and you like them? And so, oh, hello. Just I like it when you grab the things around you and they just fall into place. So I need to figure out where to put my glue. So let's just go here to there, here to there. This is how it happens. Down to there. And there's a big gaping hole in the spine here, you'll see in a minute. So I'm quite happy to cover that up. Even though I'm covering up, it was a dictionary of something morals. So I think it would be something, would have been some sort of religious book. Most of them are. Most of the books are of the religious type. From the churches, because they were the ones that were producing them, really, and then the noble families in the old days. Absolutely love that. If I had time, there'd be a bit of stitching on there. Time is not my friend. It has not been my friend for a while. But really super simple cover here. Okay. I absolutely love that. I am thrilled to bits. And that is just going to go about there. And I may add something else. We'll just see. Down like that. I just sort of eyeball where to put my glue. And come back and come back and add some more where I need it. I can guarantee you I try to rip these things off if I've made a boo-boo once it's dry, and they rip off all the paper as well, because that's how well stuck they are. So now I can see where I need to put more glue. You do need to be careful when you've got like a book cover like this, or even one with marbling. You need to be careful if you're wiping them with a wet one or anything damp, that you go very lightly, because you can remove the colour. You don't want to remove the colour. Oh, and I think it's fitting that I'm keeping that tag, because I've used the same lace. Right, so that is my cover, and I think it's fairly fitting to have a French laundry label, and do I want one of my stamped bits? Let's just have a little look. Now, one of my favourites is, what about a fleur-de-lis? That one, or my other favourite, particular favourite, well, that's a French stamp, but I might. Let's just audition. One of my favorites is this one, so let's pull that one out. And my other one is the stag, but I'm not going to put the stag on. That's from Makey Stamps. This is Makey Stamps. Yep, that's Makey Stamps. That's a French brand, and that's a French brand, but I don't know what they're called. I got rid of the packaging years ago, and I bought them years ago. They're not. I looked on the website where I bought them, or I can't remember exactly which one, but I have checked. This one, I think this is it. More so than that, yes. And they don't have them anymore. I'm not sure if Makey Stamps still has this one. I bought it years ago. Well and truly before they became well known. Where do I want to put it? I think I want to put it there, sort of overlapping where they sort of meet. And this was kind of like how I used to always do my covers. Oh no, I used to put an image, madly printing images on thicker paper, and then spray fixing them, because of course inkjet printer, not color fast, and could fade, and I was doing all of that sort of stuff. And then I progressed to just mostly using textile, sometimes a bit of paper. If there was a torn bit in the book, I would put a lovely piece of old paper there. And then I just wanted to grab a laundry label, if I can find them. No. Of course, I never remember which box. Isn't that box beautiful? I never remember. That's got buttons. I never remember which box they're in. They're in that one. Okay. And let's just, I'm not going to look for one with a particular anything on it. I'm just going to choose one. Oh, Sarah gave me those. RR. I could do those. See, I love this one, and someone, I haven't used it again. I'm going to use it on mine. Someone told me, and they were only being funny. They weren't being rude or anything like that, but they told me that it was the initials of something not very polite, but it's actually someone's initials. And I'm going to use it because I can't, now I don't use them because they said that to me. And I don't want anyone to think I'm putting a you-know-what on a thing, because I'm not. And I particularly like the font of it. So I'm using that. Do I like it there? I think I like it there. I thought I might like it up there, but I think I like it there. I am having really a lot of fun doing this, guys. Don't know if you noticed, but I am. If I'd had a stitch piece ready, I would have put that down the spine, but I don't. It's not, luck is not on my side to have something like that. but glued things are quite pretty. There we go. So there's my exterior of my little journal that I would like to bring to France. Now, we are going to choose our pages. Let's get that done. So I've got these here. I have a few of, the obvious choice is my French Chateau. So I have a few bits printed, so I'm going to keep those out. And then, of course, Italian emblems is good, but these are the things that were in my pouch that are double-sided printed, and I have a bit of botanical, which is fine, and I would definitely put that in. I think that's great. I've got an envelope here which I think I will stitch in and open it at the top. Maybe that I'd leave open at the side, and that one I'll open at the top. I don't know, I might put that in, and that's just a plain page. And then I've got bigger pages over there, so let's maybe choose some of those. These are the fun bits, I call them. And then over that, I don't know if I want that one, but I'm not going to hinge anything. I want to use things that are ready made. Now, this is all damaged here. I really like that. So what I would do is fold that. It's a pretty fragile piece of paper, so I'm going to have some fun sort of reinforcing it with collagey bits. And that piece there, I'm going to fold that over because I don't want to lose it because it's old and grungy. And I don't do any inking. It's not my thing. I mean, people work to get this look. I don't have to. I've got my grungy pieces of paper. And I'm not an overly grungy person, but I do like the original old stuff and messy sort of stuff. But I'm not going to go and messy it up myself to get the look, if you know what I mean. Am I explaining myself properly? I hope so. Now that will come off because that is a bit fragile, but this should all be fine. So my hope, I mean, I don't think I'm going to find, you know, an enormous amount at the Brocante, because I do think where we're going, it's fairly touristy, like Ile-sur-le-Sourg and all of those places, and it's summertime, it'll be full of people. But I hope I find, you know, maybe something fun, especially for Mum's idea with the quilt for Lulu. I think that's incredible. I love that. And I hope we find some little bits and pieces that we can afford, because we've got to afford it, and put in the quilt for her. And that's like that. But you know what I can do is put a piece of paper there. I love that. There's one. Fold it over the grunge. This one here, this is actually quite strong, this piece of paper, and it's plain on the other side and probably quite nice to write on. So I'm going to keep that. Now let me just see about folding. I don't care about actually I might put that at the top. I think that makes more sense at the top. Oh, I don't need to fold it over. That's going to be okay. I won't put them all in like that. I have this piece, it's been torn, which is fine, because I will glue something there. And remember, it's only one signature, so I really don't need too much. I'm just trying to get a bit of variety. I have to have a piece of worm paper. Although, yeah, I'll just have a piece of worm paper. Why not? And I'll fold that in and I'll decide whether to glue it down or not. Bit of worm paper. I'm probably not going to put too many book pages in. Oh, I think I'll use this one. This one had the yucky bit at the bottom, and I just ripped that off. It's actually, that one, I would never put that in my pack. That looks like it's got spores, so we'll just get rid of that. Bye-bye. And we've got this nice piece here that can be folded like this. And I might get a brochure or something, and then actually I want to fold it like that, have the writing so I can see the writing, and I can attach it there. Okay, so let's see how we're going with numbers of pages. I don't want too many. I'm not gonna write too much. So this is the inside here. I'm going to put I'm getting ahead of myself here, but I want to put one of these pockets there, so I can slot that lovely journal card in there and not cover up the script. A nice sticky clear pocket, and that is going to go in there. And I'm going to like that, yes. Okay, so let's see with the decorative pages, what do I want first? So I've got this one. This is a hinged page that I did. I think maybe this one. We'll have that one first. Okay. And then we will have that. So I alternate my digitals with other pages. So I'm honestly not putting very many in this. Not many at all. We'll have this one next. There. And let's have this one. And then it's got straw paper, so we won't put those near each other. We've got plenty of pages here really for one signature. That's an Italian one, but I still think it's nice. You can find things that are a little bit similar. Similar but different. I'm going to definitely put that one in. I like the feel of that one. And I'll put this in. I don't want that in the center. I think I would like it. It's not folded straight, but it doesn't matter. And then I think I'll just put this one in. I think that's enough pages. I'm only going for, that's way too many pages. I think that's going to be great. I didn't put that one in. I'll put that one in the center. Here. Like so. And then I think I'll put this in. And I'm going to glue it over and make it a little pocket. I might put it in like that, so that way it catches in two spots. And I don't need the other pages. So simply I'm going to find the center here and stitch that in there. Maybe we'll just do it. Will I just do it? Let's just do it. Okay, grab my mat. Let's do our measurements. So I need a pen. Where's my biro? I'll just leave this mess and go away. I'm going to eyeball where the center is. Oh, it's 9 inches. That's lucky, isn't it? About over there. 4.5. 2.5. 2.5. There. That is it. Grab my Japanese screw punch. And my neat, oh gosh, I can't see. Yes, I can there. Get my nice neat hole. Is that it? I better check. I can't see. With the writing there, I can't see. Yes, that is it. That's my marking. And here's my other one. Good. How quick was that? And then we'll just grab any thread. Any thread will do. Oh, no, maybe I'd like this one more. It's a more grey blue sort of colour. Oh, I haven't put, silly. What about putting holes in your signature? That would be useful. Grab one. Grab that one too. I need another one of these. Here we go. These are good. These are your friend. Because you catch the short pages. And this one. I think I heard Steffi go out. I don't know where he went. We're trying to, or we've got to do a bit of bureaucratic stuff to be able to, let's say that's 8.6, so 4.3. I'm not good with inches, guys, when I have to sort of do the division sort of thing, because I'm not used to using inches, where I'm a centimetre person. Yeah, we have to do a bit of bureaucratic stuff. Otherwise, we have to pay a huge amount to enroll Lulu. And we're not sure 100% if that's where she's going, in the sense that she might get into the first choice. We don't know. We won't know that probably until the end of the month. And so we don't want to pay too much in case she changes and we can't get it back. Right. Don't worry if your holes go off. It just all works in the end, honestly. My holes are never in the right spot. I'm so glad I got this video done. When I did my tag video, which was fairly simple, I didn't know if I was going to get this done. I actually thought it was 4 o'clock, but it was only 3 o'clock, so I had an extra hour, so I thought I'd use it. Got to pull it tight. The nice thing about a waxed thread is that it holds when you pull it tight. Okay. Now, was that not the fastest put together you ever did see? And that's usually how I make them for me. I don't really put too much effort into them. Oh, it's just lovely to hold. Didn't use half the things that I pulled out, but I love the cover. If I don't do anything in it, I might just pop it in my shop. It might be a surprise and pop in my shop. And I'm going to try and slot that in there. Absolutely love that. That was from the last video, which for me was today, but for you was last week. And I might write something there if I decide to keep this, and I'll take it with me and I'll take a few things, and if I don't do anything, well, that's it. That pulls out. We've got pockets there too, built-in pockets. I might do a few repairs if I have some time. If not, I'll just take the stuff and do it as I go. That I'm going to get that opening again. I'm going to cut down there, and it's going to be a side tuck, and on the other side when we get there. And I'll do a little bit of repairing. I find that fun. I like that. This here, I'll do it now. Where's my Tombow? Here it is. What I'm going to do with this, I'm going to make it a side tuck actually. I'm going to just run some glue along here. This is that Pepin wrapping paper. You can buy it on Amazon. Pepin, P-E-P-I-N, Pepin. And you guys know it well. This is the botanical one. They've got a William Morris one, which I must buy because it's really nice. So that's just going to be a little pocket, and I'm going to fold that over. How cool is that? And then, yep, got a bit of Italian there, but does that matter? That's French Chateau. This one I'm going to trim across the top. That I might glue down, and it can be a tuck. Oh, that's an envelope there. How cool was that? We did that in our hinging pages. Love my wormies. I can glue paper there. You know, I can take this kind of paper and glue that there. In fact, I probably will. I'll pop that there to do that. It's a paper that has lived life. That I can extend, and I won't extend it now. I might extend it if I had a brochure or something. I don't know. The reason why sometimes I don't end up working in them so much is because I want photographs. But isn't that lovely? There we go. So that is my video for today. Super fast travel journal for a short trip. That is it. So I hope you enjoyed that. I will see you when I get back. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye.